Hello and welcome. Today's adventure takes me onto the South Lawson Waterfall walking track loop. It's only like a K and a half, maybe 2 Ks, so about a 2-hour walk, but it takes in four lovely little waterfalls, apparently. I've never been there, I've never done this, so it is just expanding my repertoire and extending my mission of trying to capture all the cool waterfalls in the Blue Mountains. This one is supposed to be a very dog-friendly loop. There's a dog park on the way there, so might see a couple of dogs running wild, which will be quite nice. So, let's begin. So I'm at the first of the 4 waterfalls. This one is Adeline Falls, and I really quite like it. So at the moment I am just taking some photos in the portrait orientation. So I'm trying to do a few different options, one of which will probably be a 4-image panorama with the portrait orientation, and then I'm also just going to take just a couple of separate portrait ones as they are. Now, I didn't bring my 16-35 waterfall lens because I just forgot. So I'm using the 24-70, which is actually quite good. I mean, as you know, I like to stand a little bit away from the waterfalls as opposed to getting like right up close into it. Oh, a dog has just arrived and I'm doing a piece of camera. This is awkward. Let's check out the dog.
Hey buddy. Hello. Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm leaving Adeline Falls now. Took a couple photos and then the dog arrived and more people arrived. So I just went, look, you know, I'll leave it. I think I got some of the shots that I wanted. So now I'm just going to continue on to the next one. Don't know the name of it, but I'll find out when I get there. So I actually think I got some pretty good photos of the dog, to be honest. So anyone who needs pet photography, hit me up. Alright, let's get going. my tripod seems to be stuck on a tree. I made it to the next set of waterfalls, and if you saw my last video with Terrace Falls, this is kind of similar actually. Check that out. Right there. It is beautiful. I really like it. Lots of composition options around here. There's a lovely little bridge just behind the camera where I'm looking right now. I don't know if I'll be able to incorporate that into a shot, but it's very pretty. So I'm just gonna have a wander around and see what I can find out. All right. So I've just done my first composition at these falls. I don't know what they are. Let me check. I've just done my first composition at these waterfalls. Junction Falls. As I showed you before, they're just kind of like tiered cascading down the cliff face, and it is beautiful. Kind of like it was at Terrace Falls when I was there last year. Oh yeah, happy 2021 everyone. So this is just a bog standard composition. It's just straight down, getting all the kind of like the tiers of the waterfall and the water flowing down. I am about to change my composition because I want to kind of get a little bit more greenery in this shot. So let's go do that now. So I've changed compositions. I'm now on the other side to where I was. I was just over there on that giant rock. I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at, but it's over that direction. So now I've just come back on the other side because there is some really lovely greenery and a like shelf wall that leads you into the waterfall. So I've set my camera up. It's at 24mm. I'm doing an actual standard landscape photo for this. I might change up to do portrait panorama, but we'll see. The standard landscape photo at the moment, it is 1 second, f11 and ISO 100. The sun is behind the clouds at the moment, which is perfect. So, perfect. Alright, so this is Federal Falls, the third waterfall on this journey. That's 3 from 3 done. Well then, it has just started raining pretty heavily, and I've still got one more waterfall to go, just Cataract Falls, and I think I'm kind of stuck halfway between Cataract Falls and the last one with no shelter in place. So I'm glad I have a towel and a spare change of clothes in the car. But I'm not gonna lie, I do love this weather. I think I have a raincoat in my bag. Oh shit, muddy, 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 muddy. I think I have a raincoat in my bag, so I might put that on in a second. I love this. Why am I here? Because of these ferns right here. Mixing in with this flow of waterfall, it gives a lovely little cross section. You can see it there. That's the photo I'm looking at getting. In fact, that's the photo I've taken. And it was at half a second f11 and ISO 100, but it is a really kind of simple, lovely, beautiful shot. One of my classic waterfall compositions. And then I think I'm calling a lid for the day. So as it turns out, my lid was premature. I was kind of expecting that. So that was lower Cataract Falls. Now I'm at the next bit of Cataract Falls. So, have a look. So what am I planning on doing? Let me tell you. So, you can see the white water is rushing down the rocks here. These little rivulets, right? These little like fingers coming down the rocks, all leading up to the waterfall. So, my mission is to get a longer exposure with this water going up into there, and so it's like it's coming right at you, like it's grabbing you like a hand. That's what I'm planning on doing. So let's get set up. I have just done the final shot for the day, and I think it is going to be a cracker. So I'm glad that I withdrew my lid, so to speak, but now this is my real lid. So I think, unless I find something else coming up, which you never know, I might. But this is my first real adventure in the new year, in 2021, doing a track I've never done before, but it's really lovely. I've run into lots of different dogs, and the waterfalls have been beautiful. It's a lovely little walk, so highly recommended. Is it as good as Terrace Falls? I don't know. There are definitely more waterfalls along this. It's an easier trek. So, it's probably pretty good. Alright, so from Cataract Falls, let's see how it turns out. And I'll see you next time. Bye. For now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.